Hey Alice, listen, I'm thinking about buying a new TV for our house. Of course, a big one for watching sports, which I love.
Huh? But aren't we already over budget this month? We're preparing to move, and unexpected expenses are tough right now.
I don't care about that. I'm the one working and earning, so I should be able to prioritize my enjoyment, right? Besides, watching sports is my stress relief.
But we need to save money for the family, and I think we should use it more carefully.
For the family? You don't understand anything. Do you know how much I work every day? You're just taking it easy at home.
Taking it easy? I'm busy with housework and preparing for the move every day. And I'm also contributing my earnings to the household budget.
Oh, I see. Then just give me your share of the money. That way, you won't have to complain, right?
That's impossible. I want to take care of myself too, and I think money should be used for the family.
Huh? You don't understand me at all. You have no idea how important it is for me to build a good relationship with my boss to get a promotion.
I get that, but I also think it's important to value family separately from that.
You're always like this. You only think about yourself and never acknowledge my efforts. Fine, do whatever you want.
Nathan, lately you've been so focused on your boss that you don't care about the family at all. Moving is tough, and you could help more, don't you think?
Oh, not this again. Do you still not get how important my relationship with my boss is? If I get promoted, I can provide a better life for the family.
But right now, moving is the priority, right? I need your help on weekends, but instead, you're going on a golf trip again.
Playing golf with my boss is part of my job. You might not understand, but it's necessary for my career.
It's not that I don't understand, but I want you to value the family too.
You have no idea how much stress I'm under, do you? You, just relaxing at home, don't know the struggles I face.
I'm not just relaxing. I'm busy with housework every day and preparing for the move all by myself.
Oh, I see. Then why don't you handle everything? I'm working outside, so you should take responsibility for the house.
That's not fair. Why are you so selfish?
Selfish? I'm working for the family. You should support me more instead of just thinking about yourself.
I wish you'd think about balancing things a bit more. I'm doing my best too.
Everything I do is right. You just need to follow my lead.
You don't have to say it like that.
I have important news.
What's up?
I've been talking to my boss a lot about it, but he insisted and I couldn't say no.
Huh? About what?
I'm going on a golf trip with my boss again this weekend. So, I'm leaving the moving preparations to you. There are a lot of preparations to handle, so make sure you take care of everything.
Wait a minute, Nathan. Are you serious? We've been talking about how hectic this weekend will be with the move, and you scheduled a trip during this time?
I told you, I'm going with my boss. I can't refuse when my boss invites me. I have no choice. Improving my relationship with my boss is important for my career.
You don't have to say there's no choice. This is outside of work, so you could have declined. When the family is going through such a tough time, can't you prioritize us a bit more?
Hey, don't badmouth my boss. He cares about me. I want to get promoted, And you understand that, right? I can't always cater to your selfish demands.
My selfish demands? This is important for our family. I can't understand how you could easily say okay. Don't you care about the family?
Huh? I can't understand your thinking. Are you saying I should choose my wife over my job? Gosh, you are such a demanding person. It's scary.
I'm not saying that. Hey, Nathan, you've been acting strange lately. Ever since we decided to buy a new house, your attitude has changed. You never used to talk like this. Why have you changed so much?
Huh? It's just your imagination. I'm working hard to support the family. You should try to understand me more. Consider my feelings a bit.
I feel the same way. I'm working hard for the family too. I'm handling all the moving preparations by myself.
Then understand me too. I'll send my parents to help you instead, so figure out the rest on your own. I've got other things to do. Anyway, I'm going to a drinking party now. You might not understand how important it is to drink with my boss.
What? Another drinking party today? You said you'd be home for dinner tonight. I've already made it. I'm at my limit with all this.
Hey Alice, how many times do I have to tell you? It's necessary to improve my relationship with my boss. You always blame me like this. I'm done with your selfishness.
Selfishness? I just want you to value the family more. If you could consider my feelings even a little, that would be enough.
Family, that's all you ever talk about. I'm busy with work. I'm doing all this for you. I hope you'd appreciate it a little.
Nathan, what is this about? Your parents suddenly showed up at the new house with lots of luggage. I have no idea what's going on.
Oh, they arrived safely? I'm having my parents live with us in the new house.
What? What are you suddenly talking about? You never mentioned anything about this. How could you make such an important decision on your own?
I decided it. Mom and Dad are going to live in that house, so you need to accept it.
That's impossible. Why is this happening all of a sudden?
They're my parents. It's normal for a family to live together.
We have our own lives too. How can you just spring this on me?
Stop being so selfish and grow up a bit.
Selfish? I just want to cherish our family time.
Taking care of my parents is part of being a family too, right? You need to be more cooperative.
I get that, but suddenly saying they're moving in is something I can't accept.
If you put in the effort, it'll work out. Take good care of my parents too.
It's already hard enough for me to do all the housework alone. Why add more burden?
Mom will help out, so it'll be fine.
I can't accept that reason.
Hey, don't get so worked up. If you could be a bit more flexible, we can make it work. You're such a useless wife. I can't even find the words to describe how pathetic you are.
What?
Isn't it time you learned your duties as a wife?
What are you talking about?
Mom was scolding you this morning too, calling you a useless wife. It was honestly hilarious to watch. I guess my feelings about you weren't wrong after all.
But I can't take this anymore. Why are your parents living with us in the first place? They moved in without asking, and now we're all living together. And I'm being treated like a slave. I can't endure this every day.
As a wife, you should be kind enough to live with your husband's parents in the new house. Mom's harsh on you because it's part of your education as a wife. If you don't like it, then leave.
Wait, are you serious? Can I really leave?
Of course. If you think you can, then go ahead and leave. I've already signed the divorce papers and given them to you. You have all the documents, right? But you won't be able to do it, will you? No one's going to take in a 30-something ugly woman like you. You can't start dating again with a divorce under your belt.
Do you really think that?
Of course I do. If you think you can, then leave right now. But once you leave, you can never come back.
Thank you. I'm leaving. Goodbye.
Wait, what? You're really not cute when you're being stubborn.
No, it's not that. I'm really leaving. Goodbye.
Alice, everyone is shocked by you. How can you do this as a wife? Are you planning to run away from home? Stop acting like a child. Where are you? Come back right now.
What? We're divorced. Don't you dare order me around. You don't have that right anymore.
What do you mean? You haven't paid a single mortgage payment. Do I have to pay for everything?
Yes. Is that surprising? It's the house you and your parents live in. It's only natural you pay for your own house.
I don't get it. Weren't you paying?
No, I wasn't. When you started acting strange, I thought something was off. So I decided to wait and see. As I suspected, your parents moved in. And not only that, they treated me like a slave. And you were just as bad. I won't pay money to support the happy life of people like that.
What the hell? I thought I'd be happy living in the house you bought. Even my parents were so happy.
I submitted the divorce papers and transferred the title to you at that time. I haven't paid a single mortgage payment, so it's all on you. If you want to keep living there, just pay the mortgage yourself. It'll be a tough road, but if you pay the mortgage, you can keep your happy life with your family. Stop thinking you can rely on me for anything. You have to figure it out on your own.
There's no way I can pay for this. I have other expenses besides family.
What? That's just an excuse. You've been relying on me and spending money on yourself. But from now on, you have to take care of your parents and the mortgage all by yourself. If you can't do that, just give up on your happy life.
I can't do this. I want to go golfing with my boss too. I can't believe I have to pay the mortgage. This isn't why I bought the house.
Think about what you've done and learn from it. You relied on me for everything in the household and living expenses, while spending all your earnings on yourself. Thinking you could treat me like a slave was your downfall.
I had no choice. You're efficient and can handle everything. And you don't have any expensive hobbies, so what's the big deal? You said you like cooking, so I just let you handle the housework. You were able to do what you liked in your own way, right?
What? Don't be ridiculous, you jerk. There's no way I'd happily cook for a loser who does nothing for the family. And your mother constantly complained, adding extra seasonings because it wasn't to her liking, making the dishes taste ridiculous. Then, she'd blame me when it tasted bad. I put up with all that while you always took your mother's side. If you thought I was enjoying cooking in that environment, then you're completely blind.
That's awful. You didn't need to go that far. I'm working hard and just having some fun with my money. It's your fault you can't get along with my mother.
Then I'll use the money I earn for myself too. I'm saying I won't spend my time and money going to the grocery store to feed your parents. Cooking for them is out of the question. And paying the mortgage so people like them can live comfortably? No way.
Why are you saying it like that? All right, let's have a discussion. Face to face with my parents and talk it out. Then we can understand each other.
Understand each other? That's impossible. And even if we did, what would change? There's no benefit for me. What you really want is to keep me as a slave. To use me for your convenience and to manipulate me into staying. Your words mean nothing to me.
Why? I'm reaching out like this, aren't I? If I didn't want to get back together, I wouldn't be sending these messages.
I don't want to get back together with you. And why don't you just admit it? You want to make me your slave again. Your approach is seriously disgusting. And don't think I don't know anything.
Huh? What are you talking about?
You'll find out soon enough. Alice, it's been tough, but we finally made it this far. I'm relieved too. Sorry to keep you waiting, but everything's ready now.
Claire, thank you so much. Finally, the moment has come.
Yeah, really. The moment we've been waiting for is here. It's a moment I've been longing for. Alice, you've really done well. You endure that jerk so bravely. I truly respect you for that. Your in-laws moving in without permission and treating you like a slave? That's a situation that would make anyone want to call the police. No one could normally endure that. You really held on well. I would have lost it.
Thanks for understanding. Honestly, I couldn't have done it without your support. There were so many times I nearly lost it. I've cried countless times at night.
I can imagine.
But knowing I can get my revenge makes me feel so much better. I'm going to make him regret treating me like that. After this is over, I'm going to find my own happiness. A new life awaits me. It feels amazing to finally put an end to this.
That's right. You can finally start fresh. At first, I struggled with whether I should tell you, Alice, but now I know it was the right thing to do, right?
Of course. I'm really grateful you told me. Claire, I'm so thankful for you. I had a sense that something was wrong, but I was ignoring it, pretending not to notice. If I had continued, I would have been living a life of constant endurance, putting up with the torment and insults from those horrible in-laws. You were the one who rescued me from that.
Maybe, but...
And Claire, you didn't just surprise me. You offered solutions too. I'm really thankful for that.
I see. I'm glad to hear you say that. There are such people who think you shouldn't tell the person directly about such things. Like, why tell them it's mean-spirited and so on? But I wanted to show you, Alice, who had struggled with your own parents, that this family setup was wrong. I wanted you to be happy with someone who treats you well.
Yeah, I really feel that way. Thank you for always thinking about me.
You really helped me a lot with this situation. Just a little more. Please continue to support me.
Hey, Alice. What do you think you're doing? Are you mocking me?
What are you talking about? I'm not mocking you.
What's this? Why did you send me this?
Why? To get you to pay compensation, of course.
What?
What do you mean, what? Of course it's obvious. You had an affair while we were married.
How did you find out? And why are you sending this now?
It's not now. It happened while we were married. I need to settle things properly before cutting ties with you.
What? Sending all these videos and photos? My parents saw them too. It's just humiliating.
Well, maybe you shouldn't have done anything to be ashamed of in the first place. Your parents adored you and sidelined me, their daughter-in-law. So seeing this kind of mistake shouldn't be a big deal for them.
That has nothing to do with this. How long have you known about this?
I always had a sense that something was off. But it became certain when my best friend saw you with this woman in the lounge of a luxury hotel and reported it to me.
What? I never heard about that.
Of course you didn't. You were too caught up to notice. But my best friend was horrified and took evidence photos which she sent to me. She asked me, "Isn't this guy in the hotel lounge having fun with another woman your husband?"
Was it really me? Couldn't it have been a mistake?
It was definitely your clothes. Do you understand how I felt when you came home wearing those clothes and I washed them for you?
Well,
my best friend felt terrible too. She was worried, wondering what to do if it really was you. She struggled with whether to tell me, but ultimately decided she couldn't pretend nothing was wrong. She told me because she wanted me to know the truth and be happy, even if it meant facing the painful reality. She even introduced me to a detective while tearing up.
Who cares? I just made a mistake in the moment. You women are really something. Men making mistakes is just normal.
Don't act so nonchalant about it. And don't talk like you're representing all men. Not every guy is like that. If you seriously believe that, you're just a jerk.
What are you talking about? Your father did the same thing, right? That's why your family fell apart and you act like a victim. You said they were always fighting. You know better than anyone that men are like that. So what are you expecting?
So that's the kind of person you are. Yeah, I grew up in a family like that. Both my parents had other partners, pretending to be victims while insulting each other. Watching that as a child only made me more suspicious of people. That's probably why I quickly picked up on your suspicious behavior. It's ironic, isn't it? I never wanted a family like that, yet I ended up with a man who does the same thing.
So you get it, huh? So, you bear some responsibility too, right? You chose me after all.
Say whatever you want.
What?
I don't care what you think of me. Go ahead and laugh at me, the poor foolish woman betrayed by her husband. It's true, I ended up with a jerk and got hurt again. But it doesn't change the fact that I'm the victim here.
Don't change the subject. You chose me yourself. So admit you made a mistake and that your husband was taken by another woman because of your own fault and stay quiet. Stop doing unnecessary things.
I told you, say whatever you want. I already knew you were a selfish jerk. That's why I think divorcing you was the right decision. I expected you to act all high and mighty in retaliation.
What? You get it? So stop blowing this out of proportion.
Whether it's a big deal or not is up to you. I've sent the same evidence to your girlfriend. Today's her day off, so they're probably arguing right now.
What? Hey, you can't be serious. You're not serious, right?
Of course I'm serious. I'm going to demand a hefty compensation from both of you. You've enjoyed spouting your selfish theories, but I'm glad you admitted to everything. Now, I have even more evidence, and there's no way I'll lose.
Hey, wait a minute. Did you set me up?
No need to set you up. I was well prepared, even if you didn't admit to anything. But I'm glad I heard your opinion. It confirmed that you are indeed a genuine jerk. Now I can crush you without any regrets.
Wait. Involving her is really bad. We were the ones married, right? Let's solve this between us. I said too much and I'll apologize properly.
Your apology isn't worth a cent. You did something wrong, so you'll face the punishment. No matter how many selfish arguments you come up with, I'll be the one laughing in the end. You made me suffer. Now pay for your sins and rot in hell.
Hey, wait. I'm sorry. I really mean it.
Apologies mean nothing if they're just words. What you did is unforgivable. It's too late for anything you say now.
I'll do anything. Please, just stop this.
Anything? Then just stay quiet. Goodbye, Nathan. After that, Nathan's relationship with his affair partner fell apart. The evidence I sent was the final blow, revealing the truth to her husband. Nathan was hit with double compensation claims, putting him in a severe financial bind. It was only natural that their relationship would collapse. Furthermore, Nathan's reputation at work plummeted. His colleagues found out about his priority on golf trips and drinking parties with his boss, resulting in lost trust. Instead of a promotion, he was demoted and eventually forced to resign. As expected, Nathan's parents couldn't keep up with the mortgage on our house and had to sell it. They are now living in a cramped apartment. As for me, with the support of my friends, I am now cherishing my own time and enjoying a happy life. I spend my days immersed in hobbies and trying new things, living a fulfilling life. From now on, I plan to use my time for myself.